In this video we're going to be talking about the astronomical price of running shoes. I'm going to be giving you 5 of the sort of biggest criminal offences made by some of the running shoe brands. And I'm going to be giving you 5 alternatives to those shoes to show you and prove to you that you do not need to be paying £250, £400, £190. And that is what I'm going to be doing in this video. What is up everybody, and welcome to savingmoney.com. And yes, I have a new website. No, I don't. But anyway, that'd be a good idea if I did start that website, wouldn't it? Right, so we're going to be talking about saving money. We're also going to be talking about the ridiculous price of running shoes. Now, this all came about because Adidas, in their wisdom, have launched the Adidas Adios. Hang on, I've got it written down. The Adidas Adizero Adios Pro Evo 1. What a stupid name. Anyway, they have launched this shoe and it costs £400. Now, if you're in the US, I believe it's $500. So whatever way you cut it up, whatever currency you're using, it is a stupid amount of money. So to try and be kind of a little bit fairer to Adidas, this is the sort of ultimate running shoe. I'm not trying to justify the price, by the way, but the ultimate running shoe for the elite athletes at the Berlin Marathon. This shoe is designed purely for that marathon distance and purely for that one marathon, to help you and help those guys and girls towards hopefully a PR. But they have to put it on sale. So they put it on sale, and yes, like I said, it's £400. Now, unless you're Elon Musk, there's absolutely no reason for us everyday runners to spend £400 on a running shoe. And so that got me kind of thinking about some of the culprits at the moment that have edged the prices of running shoes higher. So I wanted to sort of name and shame some of those, but then also with those 5 examples, give you sort of 5 alternatives to prove that you don't need to be spending all this money. Okay, so look, let's actually start with the Adidas shoe. So the Adidas Adizero, whatever you want to call it, Evo Pro, Space Shuttle.com, whatever it's called, is £400. But you everyday runners, if you want an Adidas or a marathon racing shoe, the best shoe you can buy, and you can buy it cheaper at the moment, is the Adidas Pro 3. Now, that is a phenomenal shoe, and watch my video I did a couple of weeks ago for where I ran it at the Great North Run, the biggest half marathon in the world. I ran the Adidas Adios Pro 3 at the Great North Run. It is a phenomenal shoe, and it's got everything you need in a race day marathon shoe, half marathon shoe. And at the moment, I've seen that shoe for about £170. So you can, in theory, buy sort of 2 pairs for the same price as that other Adidas shoe. Now, another culprit of this money madness is the Saucony Endorphin Elite. Now, again, that's getting towards the £300 mark. It's a stupid amount of money for a shoe that, again, I appreciate is at the sort of forefront of technology. They've got the Power Run HG in there. It's built for elites and all this kind of stuff. But you don't need to be spending that sort of money. Most of us aren't quick enough to get the best out of that shoe. And if you are quick enough to get the best out of the shoe, good for you. But I think you'll still run just as fast in the shoe I'm going to tell you about next. And that is the Saucony Endorphin Pro. You can do pretty much everything you can do in the Elite shoe from Saucony, but the Pro 3 is, without doubt, a better shoe for everyday runners. It's fast, it's got carbon plate in it, it's got speed roll technology in it. You're going to run probably just as fast as you are in that, and you will, versus the other shoe. So you don't need the Elite. And why do you need to be paying nearly £300? You don't. So go and buy the Saucony Endorphin Pro 3. It's much cheaper, and it will do pretty much everything that shoe can do and more. Okay, so it's not all just about carbon plated running shoes that the price has gone into sort of the atmosphere. It's gone crazy. One of the big culprits for stability shoe wearers is the Asics Kayano number 30. Now, that shoe is £180. £180 for a stability shoe. It's complete and utter madness. £180 for an Asics stability shoe. Pointless, absolutely pointless. So what you should be doing is going over to someone like Start Fitness and use the code FORDY RUNS, you're welcome, and buy the Saucony Guide 15 or 16. That's going to give you everything that the Kayano can do, or maybe even buy the Tempest from Saucony. You can pick them up cheaper than £180. £180 for a daily trainer stability shoe is just, well, it's just a totally wrong price, and you don't need to pay it. Go and buy those other shoes that I mentioned. Now look, I think it's important to be absolutely clear, yeah? I do not dislike these shoes that I'm talking about today, right? This is not a question of me hating on them, because, for example, the Endorphin Elite was actually alright. I just wasn't fast enough in it. The Kayano, it's a comfortable shoe. It's alright. And some of the other shoes, they're not bad shoes, okay? They're just really expensive and totally the wrong price. And a good example of this actually is the New Balance SC Trainer 2. I absolutely love that shoe. Love it. I think it's brilliant. But it's £210. And £210 is too much money. It's too much money for what is a shoe that is kind of limited in what you can do with it. And I think, you know, really, you could just go and buy the Propel version 4. And you can get that shoe for under £100. And it will do most of your training. Yes, the SC Trainer 2, in terms of what it's got in there, the foams, the plate, the setup, all that sort of stuff, yeah, it is superior. It's a superior product. But you can get the Propel version 4, which has got a plate in it, it's TPU plate in it, and you can do all your training stuff in it, and it's under £100. Another example, and I think I've gone on to 5, or maybe I'm on to 6, and actually let's call this our last example, because I could do these examples all day. So let's call it the last example, and I've actually got them here, and that's the Adidas Strung 2. This Prime X Strung 2, right, is £250 or £240, can't exactly remember. Actually, I wrote it down. It's £250. It's an absolute waste of money, because you'd be better off buying the Adidas Boston 12. It is a much better shoe and much better value. You don't have a stupid amount of stack in it that are likely to roll your ankle. The Boston 12 can do pretty much everything that can do, and it's £124 on Start Fitness. So there we go, people. I mean, like I said, I can go on forever. I've got the Salomon what they call Phantasm 2. I always get the name wrong. That's £240. Why not go and buy, like, I don't know, the Puma Deviate Nitro Elite 2? A lot cheaper and probably just as good, if not better. So like I said, look, we can go on and do this all day long. Now what I want to do is hand this over to you. So in the comments, let me know of a very expensive shoe and a good comparison that people should probably go out and buy instead. Because that's what I'm trying to do here. I'm not trying to say highlight bad shoes or anything like that. I'm trying to give you good alternatives to prove that you don't need to be spending 200, 250, 300, 400 pounds worth of money to get a good running shoe, because there's so many out there. So there we go. Okay, right, so over to you. I'm handing the baton over to you to save everybody money. Let's start a conversation in the comments. Let everybody else know other good value shoes out there where you don't have to be spending this big money. Okay guys, right, that is it from me. As always, trying to be thought-provoking on this channel and trying to be cost-conscious. So again, thanks very much to everybody who's getting involved in the comments. Thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. Make sure you subscribe before you leave me today, and I'll catch you later.